Here we are, folks. This is Revenge of the Cis, Episode 9, live from the Hypocrite Studios.
What?
Here in, yeah, right? It's a
Awesome.
shocker. We did a heel turn.
Yeah.
And it's mine now.
As the, I guess we should start as the current owners.
That's the new board of directors.
I believe you have a statement.
We do.
Do you have a prepared statement for this?
Well, it's not so much prepared, but yes, as you know, this is Mersh, and of course with me as always, Royce Lopez.
Hi.
The hosts of Revenge of the Cis and the new board of directors.
That's correct.
CEOs and COOs, respectively, of the Hypocrite Facebook meme page.
Yes.
It is ours now. We didn't take it. We didn't steal it.
No, it's just ours.
He deleted it, and somebody had to pick up the fucking... Look, meme pages in Facebook nowadays, they're sort of just like the faceless, soulless corporations we hate so much.
OCP.
Exactly. You know, old man gets shot and thrown through a fucking, window at the board meeting. They get a new old white guy. Boom, new CEO. It's bigger than you, bro. Sorry. So somebody had to take up the mantle, and obviously... with some of the salacious allegations going around about its former creator, we obviously had to part ways with him as the new upper management here at Hypocrite. We, at Hypocrite, wish to separate ourselves from the event.
Tragic event? I know how this works. Problematic behavior.
Hey! We did it, folks. 2 minutes into the show, and we've already used a liberal buzzword.
Problematic behavior that was going on.
And the troublesome allegations
Yes.
surrounding our original founder. And while we do, of course, respect all the great things he did for this brand and building it up almost like the Dave Thomas of Wendy's to the Hypocrite world, we do thank him for the blood, sweat, and tears he put into this brand. But at this time, we had to part ways last night, and we wish him the best in his future endeavors.
We really do. We really do.
Best of luck to you, LP.
Yeah.
We're hoping you do well, and, good luck to you, because you're not getting it back. It's ours now.
Yeah, it's ours now.
So that's just how that works. Update, guys, because we did a show about this thing yesterday. There have been rampant legal threats. A lot of yelling and screaming.
A lot of yelling and screaming.
A lot of angriness. A lot of maybe the former creator of the page going on the page and outing us as not being the original owners of Hypocrite.
Correct.
That is true. We're not hiding that fact. If anything, it kind of cleans up our image, if you ask me, with everything going around.
Yes.
So we're going to move forward, 2017, of course, and going into 2018 with the all-new, controversy-free Hypocrite.
Correct.
That we're going to bring you nice and sanitized there on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. There's no I in Hypocrite. That's our new slogan.
Except for literally the first.
Don't.
And then there's another I at the.
Don't get caught up in the red tape.
You know what?
Don't get caught up in the red tape.
Royce has a point. There is no I in Hypocrite. There's two of them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Two I's make a we.
Thank you.
And that's teamwork.
And that makes a dream work.
No idea. But yeah, before we get to it, because we have a special guest.
We do.
Joining us
in
today.
a little bit.
We're going to get into things with this guy. But do you have anything? Because you've been up since I was up until 6 in the morning doing stuff.
We've been working
Royce
shifts.
got up at 6 a.m. and then continued
We've been working
carrying.
shifts. Yeah, because last night we decided when we were after the show and after we did offer a platform, by the way, to defend any allegations.
The first thing I did yesterday, when I heard of these allegations, was I reached out to the guy. He was easy to find. He was very, very open about who he was and that he was this dude. He made some very weird statements to me, and then he kind of implied that he would sue us if we talked about it.
Right.
I kind of told him, I kind of don't fucking do what people tell me to do. So I kind of do what I want. So
right.
I was like, we're going to do it anyway. So, yeah, there's been some bad blood there. And now this guy's just going around just screaming and threatening lawsuits with everybody. Like, you'd have to have a hell of a legal team to go after all of these people. He needs Johnny Lee Riches is who he needs. He's going to try to come after that many people. So
we're going to have one of the admins of Social Justice Warrior on and talking to us about.
I think is it Social Justice Warriors? Is it the?
Let me.
I think it's that one.
Yes,
the one that I'm actually on their message boards.
You're right.
Since like last year.
You're
so
correct.
I mean, I'm a fan of theirs.
So we have one of their admins on. We'll be on in a little bit talking about that. But to clear a couple things up here, we understand that these are 100% allegations.
Yeah.
We are not in any way, shape, or form implying anything other than, hey, it's kind of weird that you wouldn't want to come on a show. It's kind of odd that you're taking your page down. That's not implying that you did anything illegal, but that is saying that you do not watch the first 48.
Yeah. And I may have implied, even when I implied that you had a pedophile-sounding name, I made sure to make it perfectly clear beforehand that I in no way actually are claiming or backing up the veracity of these claims about him. But it is kind of a pedo name.
It's weird, right?
That's just how I feel about it. But at no point have we said this dude did it. But there is like a Bill Cosby-esque cloud of smoke surrounding this whole situation on a smaller internet level. And we were looking into it. It's not something I wanted to do. We had other shit to do yesterday on our show that we never got to.
Oh, James J. says, what's with the fucking sports coats? And Ku Maria says, obviously they're being taken to court. See? Observant fans.
That's
Thank
what it is.
you.
We are trying to look good for the jury.
We are looking for jury of our peers.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, because I just figured we wanted to bring, as we purged out the old here at Hypocrite Studios, and as we take over this brand, we wanted to just kind of class it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So we're gonna still ask for you guys to do Revenge of the Cis promotional photos, but good news, you don't have to write on your tits or your thighs or your taints.
Guess what?
Do us a favor, write on a piece of cardstock.
Here's what you do.
Or a piece of construction paper. Make a collage.
Go to a Walgreens, a Dwayne Reed.
Seriously.
Get yourself some cardboard paper, right? This is old school. Back to school supplies. Get yourself a marker. Now, don't write anything on your forehead because
Like
we learned that's a no-no.
Yeah, don't write any kind
Not
of
in your forehead.
mildly anti-Semitic humor on your forehead, on your now unemployable forehead.
But instead, however, you can write it on a piece of cardboard and like a person.
Yeah, like a regular person,
like a human.
Make us a collage. Yeah, take a picture, make a little banner and hold it up.
Guess
but
what?
I promise
we're not going to run Hypocrite like a Hooters. I promise you that. All right?
Yeah, or a fucking day shift at a Tampa strip club.
It won't be that.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll see what I can do, but hey, what are we gonna do about this here? Yeah, no, relax, ladies, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody who wants to send a picture, holding up a sign. Hey, we'd prefer Revenge of the Cis. Because I Hypocrite. That's just our. That's just one of the subsidiaries of Revenge of the Cis corporations. We bought them out.
So it was really cheap. I mean, I would even say that you would the price that we got this for, you would consider what the Indians sold New York for.
Yeah,
a fucking price gouge.
This was basically like trying to buy Tesla 2 days after somebody accused Elon Musk of trying to bang little girls.
Right.
You'd be like, wow, that stock price is looking good. It's a buyer's market.
So we are now the proud owners of it, and
we are Hypocrite. We Hypocrite.
We Hypocrite.
We're hypocrite. Ah, there we
go. So we're gonna have somebody on to shed some light on the situation, and I guess now's as good a time as any. I could try to.
Yeah, let's try to do this. Let's get this done because I only know so much about this. Like I still have a life.
Right, I understand. So we'll get her on here, but again, and I think we have her. Okay, I'm gonna try the name again. You told me earlier.
It's a tough one.
Amaranthine.
Wait, let me try it. Amaranthine.
Amaranthine.
Amaranthine. All right.
Look, I apologize. We're doing our best.
Used to it. I got used to it. I might just for just for brevity's sake and keeping it quick and light, I'm gonna just call her AM. I like.
Does
it.
AM work for you?
Yeah, that works.
I like it. AM in the house, of course. From it's Social Justice Warriors, right? It's the one that actually has a website and a message board.
Yeah, it's Social Justice Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on that website before. I'm actually on their message boards. It's a cool site.
Oh,
All right, so you want to give us a quick a quick recap.
No, a quick rundown.
Rundown.
Please.
There you go.
Yeah, give us the bog pill esque Cliff Notes. The
Yes.
quick rundown, if you will, of our situation.
I used to admin a page with Hypocrite, and he was initially brought on by the owner of the page to grow as like his own page. He was told he could share stuff from his page Monday to Thursday, and the Friday, Saturday, Sunday there was no sharing from any page of any kind. We were supposed to just post. So this dude, when we got our page taken down, started shilling his page on the weekends when he wasn't supposed to. He refused to help out, and then when we were nice about it at first, we told him to stop, and he threw a bitch fit. Like, he lost it and threw a fucking tantrum, and he's like, well, I'm the only one posting, and he listed he named another admin, and so is she, and he ended up leaving the page because we no longer benefited him. And now he's going around saying that he got all his followers by hustling hard, but literally he wouldn't have been anywhere without the social justice warrior page or post-Trump stress disorder. Like,
Hustling
those are
hard?
the
Yeah, like
reasons
he's
he
like
paid attention.
What is he fucking selling his rap mixtapes
Yeah.
out of his trunk?
Is he fucking Omar from The Wire?
Jesus Christ.
Piece of shit.
It's like,
No.
oh god, it was really bad. Like, he wasn't. We have had problems with him as an admin before that, but it wasn't nearly as bad as when he was like constantly shilling his page. Like, he would hog like 6 hours worth of posts, and this was when we had like 10 admins. So you can imagine there's 6 hours of posts from one admin, and all the other admins want to have stuff they want to post, and we'd move his posts around to kind of spread them out to make it fair, and he'd lose his shit then too. It was
Okay.
like just tantrum after tantrum.
Now I'm curious because I'm not having Asperger's isn't a crime, so I'm not going to go after the former creator of Hypocrite, for that. But when do the allegations of like misconduct come into play? Because that's the stuff we're kind of like. Was there any indication back then that he was being a creeper, like even with just regular age girls? Like, was he one of those? Like,
I mean, like, there was like weird vibes, but I like kind of ignored it because like I mean, a lot of our fucking admins have given off weird vibes, but like, again,
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, to be fair, if you're running a Facebook meme page,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
no. They like, I mean, like a lot of the people like I come across like are on some level on the autism spectrum. So like, to me it was like, well, maybe he's on the spectrum, whatever. Like, they're usually like, I'm not saying this to be mean, but they're socially inept, and that's just what I thought. It was a socially inept thing, and I didn't really pay any attention to it. And now the allegations of him chasing underage girl have just recently come to light. Like, I had no idea he was harassing mods of other pages for sexual photographs.
Allegedly.
Names.
Just making sure, just covering our bases.
Proof of him harassing a former mod of a post-Tumblr stress disorder.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Great
proof of that.
Good name.
She provided all the screenshots of him bugging her, and he also threatened to dox her if she said anything. I mean, obviously she said something anyways, but he was threatening to do very sneaky shit to try to avoid.
Now he's threatening you, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's threatening me. He's threatening to sue me. I put the word allegedly into the post, but the head owner of the page, like, he decided to just completely edit the post to say these allegations aren't the ones we've made. They've come from somebody else,
right.
And like, so basically we can't be fucking sued at all because there's no.
Well, don't let him scare you. This guy's pretending he's fucking
Yeah, come on.
Boston legal.
Yeah, fucking come after me, tough guy. I'd like to see that. Why don't you? I'll buy you a plane ticket to Tampa. It's real cheap to get there, and you can come. You can kick my fucking ass. I'll tell you what. We'll make a deal. I'll give you your page back if you can kick my fucking ass.
Right.
or sue me and win. Do one of those two things. I'll give you your page back, you fucking jagoff. Let me tell you, I'm so sick of this asshole because I read the messages he sent to her and the messages he's been sending to other people. Motherfucker, come after me with that bullshit. Because I'll tell you right now, I will break my foot off so deep in your Canadian ass. When I pull that shit out, it's going to be speaking French and playing fucking hockey. Motherfucker. Sorry.
I think that she walked away for a second. But yeah, you know, it's this weird.
She went to go get Mountain Dew. The meme page admins always they survive on that
Oh,
shit.
you're right. It has been 10 minutes.
Yeah. It has. And she's gone.
And is it?
And we lost.
No,
her.
I got it. Is it Baja Blast?
I believe so. It's the blue stuff, whatever the blue one is.
Now, again, if you are so sure, and you are yelling at people that you're going to call lawyers, why would you take your page down? What are you afraid of? You know, why would you go out there? Why would you take your page down? What is it you're scared of?
Yeah, I really, it's very unusual. Like I said, like for me,
Okay, I'm so sorry about that, but
It's okay.
that's fine.
It's all good.
But now, just to verify, because everybody's screaming and there's artistic screeching in the chat about your age. How old are you?
I'm 22.
She's 22.
She's 22, so
So
relax.
we're
It's the same.
so-
What happens when you have Asian genetics is you look younger than you are. So when you
That's fair. Yes.
I thought Asians.
I fucking get ID to buy video games. Okay, I want to go buy The Witcher 3, and I'm gonna need to see some ID.
Well, you're in
like-
Canada, so they ID you for fucking breathing.
She just admitted to being part Asian, so now everybody in the chat will be saying Asian is degenerate somehow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Of
fair
course
enough.
they will.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a filthy half breed. I've heard it all. I'm a fucking chink.
Well, you know, I think my buddy Hank Yu is looking for a mail order bride. If you want to get over here before the Civil War starts. Anyway, so we just don't start in the chat, please.
Yeah.
We're trying to be better than the last hypocrite
let's
guy.
be
Everybody
better.
fucking relax.
Be
here.
better. We're all better than this.
But yeah, you know, I don't mind people say I would tell anybody, send your promo pictures in. Help us promote Revenge of the Sis at We're Not Sorry. Just throwing
Right.
that out there. But you can throw it on cardstock or make a nice cute collage on a piece of paper. Nobody has to write on their asshole. Like, hey, come to our website, motherfucker. Like, come on, man.
Well, a couple
Hey,
things.
I mean, if people want to send legal titties, I mean, you guys probably wouldn't complain
No,
about that.
of course
No, I'm not going to piss and moan, but I'm certainly not going to be, you know, out there trying to just get them. Like,
No.
I have other
Listen.
things to focus
Okay,
on.
let's be real here. Guys who don't beg for fucking titty signs probably get more. I mean, I can get more titty signs than I hypocrite. I actually have gotten more titty signs than I hypocrite.
Yeah, it's true. I get them inboxed randomly.
Yeah, so,
but it's
you know.
I mean, it's not like every goddamn hour or anything. But I'm
No.
just saying, it's I
And also, we don't trade fucking shares, page shares, and views.
Yeah,
for
give me a
tits.
titty
Yeah.
sign and I'll share your page. And I'm like, no.
I wish I could say that I was above that, but in my stand-up comedy days, I was known for occasionally giving a terrible female comic a fucking guest hosting spot. You know what I mean? Like, you know, not like it's not like, hey, suck my dick and you can do a spot. But I know that giving her the spot is going to increase my chances of getting my dick sucked.
Nicholas in the YouTube chat says, "Smash or pass. She's legal. You guys are already better." See, there you go. We're already doing better. See,
Yeah.
of age and above, not legal to drink, even. You know.
I mean, honestly, I don't go below. If I'm dating somebody,
Dating,
it's like
yes.
25 is
That's
really
fair.
as young as I'm going to go anyway. But, you know, that's because I'm not a fucking ghoul. You know? When I was like in my early 20s, yeah, I was still kind of gross. I was borderline gross. You know, when I was 21, I'd still be like fucking a 17-year-old. Just, you know, whatevs. But, I mean, you're talking... Dude, come on, man. I wouldn't be on the internet like, show me your tits, 15-year-old. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Pleasure.
But why is
We're important.
Yeah, seriously.
now what can you tell us exactly what he take your name out of it, obviously, but what exact verbatim what he threatened you with? I want to know, like specifically what Mr. Tough Guy did.
I will just give me a second to
Mr.
pull up
Tough
my
Guy.
message.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, no, he's tough. You know, everyone's gonna get sued now. You know, for somebody who wrote "goy" on their forehead, he is very litigious. Very, very
I'm
litigious.
sorry, like, how can you? I can't take someone that seriously. He's acting like he's never seen a naked chick before. Like, my dude, he was married and had children, but he's still acting like those beta virgins that have never fucking seen a naked female in their entire life.
Yeah, but to be fair, and I mean, I've come a long way in the past year or two, but I would say
Do you mean a lot?
A lot.
You can
you've
slide
come a
into
lot.
a chick's DMs and try to get them nudes without being creepy about it.
But I mean, when I was, like 2 years ago, I had a bit of I liked a little bit of the drinky.
Yeah.
And I might have liked a little bit of maybe a lot of bit of some cocaine now and again, or maybe every day.
Like an American.
And, yeah. And I mean, I'm sure.
Like a Ron Paul libertarian.
And I'm sure somebody could probably pull up some screen grabs of me being a fucking ghoul 2 years ago when I was all fucking geeked out and drunk. But I certainly also don't have like any younger girls on my friends list. Like, it's just I don't know, man. I try to keep. I mean, I know I'm a degenerate, so I'm just kind of like, I don't want to babysit your kids. I don't want to come to Little League games. Like, I don't want to go to anything where you start showing up on radar with that shit. Because, like, I'm already creeped out. Like, if you're a guy and you're, like, you coach Little League or, like, Pop Warner football, but you don't have any kids on the team, like, you're a fucking weird guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that's fucking weird to me. It's just, you know.
Okay, so he was like, this is the message he sent both to my personal and as well as pages I admin. Hey, I'm contacting you about your various posts referring to me as a sexual predator, pedophile, danger to children, and a fan of kiddie porn. I mean, I use the word allegedly, but whatever. As I'm aware you're not the original source of these claims, I am contacting you to let you know they are false. You may not be aware, but the defamatory libel is a federal crime under the Criminal Code of Canada, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. Take your slanderous posts down immediately unless you think you are prepared to prove that they are true.
Okay.
And, apology wouldn't hurt either. Well, in case you didn't know, and if he's watching this even, I'm
watching this.
unapologetic Canadian, so an apology is kind of not going to happen.
Here's something I'll tell you right now.
I'm surprised he didn't throw in and if you show me some titties, I'll let it know.
There's a couple things here. Number one, somebody tell Goy Boy over here that I have legal Zoom too. As well.
Yeah, I will shit out 200 cease and desists tonight for no reason. For no reason. I got stamps.
Number two, you keep threatening to get a lawyer, but you seem to be sending out your own correspondence, which leads me to believe you don't have a lawyer.
Yeah, I have 2 lawyers.
Yeah,
and
so. I mean,
and if I said anything about stuff that they would literally call me during the show. And go, you asshole, fucking stupid fuckface.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They would not, dude, I'm in a, see, I can't even, never mind. But I'm just saying that, let's just say that there are situations, I'm going to do this right.
Okay, do this right.
Let's say that there would be a situation where you're in a court, right?
Uh-huh.
And, your lawyer says, all right, shut the fuck up. Do what we say. We're going to cover this. We're going to crush these assholes. Let's say you go behind your lawyer's back and you file things or do anything. They will wash their hands of you. And so will 60% of the top tier lawyers after that. Like, so he doesn't have a lawyer, or his lawyer would be like, hey, asshole, stop writing letters about this.
We are not saying the allegations are true. We are, however, saying, please come on the show and refute them. And that's all we're asking. Just come on the show and refute them. That's all.
I'm saying that there is absolutely not 100% proof that this guy is guilty of this.
Of course.
But
we don't know that.
Certainly acting like you did all of this.
You're not helping yourself.
You're acting like a guy who might have done something wrong. That's all I'm saying. So I ain't got nothing to hide, bitch. That's why we took your Facebook page.
Like, furiously reading all his messages from his unpublished page. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, we were just hanging out last night. We were just hanging out, and fucking Royce was the one that came up with the idea. He was like, "Hey, check out that page," and I was like,
"And it wasn't.
I could just do 2."
And we took it.
Let's do it. Fucking Hypocrite 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
coming to you live.
What do you want? No, look, this is the truth. Like, he doesn't deserve that page. He doesn't deserve it. If he's gonna act like that, he doesn't get to have it.
Yeah, I promise you, folks. If you inbox us. Cute promotional photos.
We kind of like shit all over everybody that's ever helped him get to where he is, and he act like he did it all by himself. I'm like, well, no, you didn't.
That's very un-Canadian of him. I'll tell you that right now.
See, you're Canadian.
I'm ashamed that he's Canadian. I'm gonna contradict what I'm known as. I'm gonna apologize on behalf of Canadians that he's part of our country. I'm sorry.
We just assume you're all apologizing all the time. It's kind of in your nature.
By the way, I'm already smelling a Canadian franchise. We're not sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're not sorry.
We're not sorry.
We're not sorry.
We're not.
But yeah, look, I'm just saying because you're describing a lot of behavior that sort of ties together. And I know you're Canadian, he's Canadian, but so there might be a language barrier issue here. But we have a word for that here in the States. It's called a cunt. I don't know if you guys have that up north.
I've heard that word before.
Yeah,
Are you pronouncing?
We totally have the word cunt up here, or well, depending if you're talking to like it depends where Canadians you're talking to though. Like somewhere like really like super nice, but no, I choose not to be like I'll be nice sometimes.
Like Trudeau is a cunt.
Yeah, I was
the most Canadian someone has ever met. But like when someone pisses me off, I'm not so nice.
Yeah, we have a couple ongoing things that are going. Obviously, we're waiting for Goy Boy to talk to us. Yeah. We're waiting for Trudeau to take our DNA test to see that he's not Fidel Castro's son.
Goy Boy.
So we're doing our very.
I don't understand how he became our prime minister. I really don't.
Did you see how many sit-ups Prime Minister Sexy could do? That's how he became the prime minister.
He is a good-looking man.
One of the worst part is I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up, but last time I checked, they were trying to lower the voting age to 16. I'm like,
Oh my God! I wonder why.
Jesus!
All these 16-year-old girls are like, OMG, he's daddy as fuck. I'm like,
you know what?
Please.
Yuck.
It's fine. You know what? Let it happen because you know what's going to happen. There are way more conservatives coming up in those ranks nowadays.
There is.
Those kids are angry. Let them vote, and they'll just hand the shit right back over to the right wingers.
That's a very
and
good
then
point.
Immediately reverse the law and be like, no, 18 and older. Come on.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fucking stop being stupid.
Get the fuck out of here. No, but again, going back to the allegations really quickly, we don't know what they are, but do you want to give us a quick rundown on
I just can't not hear a quick rundown and not laugh.
Yeah. A quick rundown of what the hold on, I'm trying to how do the smartest what are the underpinnings?
I like that.
You like that underpinnings? You like that? What are the underpinnings? No, what started this? Like, who made the allegation initially about the underage stuff?
DFP, disdain for plebs. They're the ones that came out with the original screenshots where it was his cousin who is allegedly underage, who he said recently turned 15 years old, and she's the one who sent out all these messages to him, and he's the one who posted them. And after that post got a lot of fucking attention, a lot of other women started coming forward with screen caps of their own saying, yeah, he did this to me too. I mean, I'm not going to lie, all the rest that I've seen.
We call that we call that the Jamie Kilstein effect.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
It's a little too old for you.
Like, there's so many screenshots, and there's apparently, I can't remember the name of it. He had another page or another group where he posts these signs or whatever. And I was like, okay, I mean, if they're legal, I mean, sure. I mean, you want to about asking it for a creepy way, and most girls, unless they're skanks, aren't going to really send you shit like right off the bat.
Of course not.
To, like,
you got to honeypot
talk to them a bit.
Also, I want to dial back, and I want to apologize for the message I sent you an hour ago, where I was like, "What's up with some titties, though?"
Yeah,
my phone was hacked. I'm just like Ted Cruz.
Also,
I'm innocent.
I also want to say that I would also like to apologize for the message that I sent that said, "Hey, how about some titties, though?"
Have we all been using the same account? We shouldn't be admins on the same account.
I apologize. Oh, you're getting repeat messages?
Yeah.
I apologize.
Now it just seems like we're bombarding people for titties.
I apologize. That's our fault. That's our fault, okay?
We will dial it back.
But listen, all joking aside, how about some titties, though?
And the circle is complete.
Circle
folks.
of life.
Oh, my God. We're no better or worse than him, are we?
See, no, well, yes, we are.
Well, we don't do the 15-year-olds.
That's the thing,
allegedly.
allegedly.
According from what I heard from some guy that was somewhere on the internet said something to the effect of, at least she's 15. She's not like a kid.
Yeah.
God, I should send you guys that screen cap.
You certainly should, darling.
You certainly should. You most certainly should.
I love this.
I was like reading that. I was like, what? Like, how do you... I don't understand people. I genuinely, like, don't get it.
No, listen, look, trust me. I 100% understand that we're not fucking lawyers here, even though we're dressed nicer than lawyers. We're not lawyers here. We are, however, wondering why. Look, here's my point, and I said this yesterday. If I was in this situation and someone were to go make these allegations of me, the very, very first thing I would say is, no! No, and no. And then if someone were to go, hey, you want to come? Before they could say show, I'd be like, I'm there. This is not true. I'll go wherever you want me to go. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I would come out.
I have
immediately.
nothing to hide.
Yeah, because I've had situations where I've been accused of things, never things of creepy or like a violent nature,
Right.
But just being accused of something as simple as cheating. And it's like,
Right.
there is a difference between me actually having cheated and me having never cheated. You know what I mean? And there's the behavior pattern is different. If a girl tells me, oh, I think you're cheating, I'll be like, you fucking dumb bitch. All I'm doing is working and fucking hanging out with you. How could I be cheating? Look at my phone. You're stupid. But if it's, if
I sent the screen cap.
Nice.
Okay, I got it. Thank
There
you.
have been times where I did cheat in the past. And a girl's like, are you cheating? And I'm, like I'll start panicking and deleting messages, people out of my life and blocking things. Like, you know what I mean? You start freaking out when you allegedly have done something.
Okay, I'm not going to read the name of the person, but I will read the message. And this was one of the replies to the allegations. This is not. I want to be clear. This is not a fucking what is it? JP Morgan, whatever the fuck his name is. Or Lyndon Johnson, Lyndon B. asshole,
Lyndon Perry.
That's his fucking name.
LP. Oh boy,
little person. But somebody in his this is in his defense. I won't say their name. Said, doesn't seem like a bad guy. Everyone's going for a nut. At least he's going for 15-year-olds and not actual children. I should consider watching his material at some point.
You know what that is, and I'm glad you didn't read his name, so I can say.
No, that's why I didn't read. Because
I'm going to say something really horrible about this guy. This dude is one of those people that's trying to like normalize some fucked up shit that he's got in his head.
Slate?
Like he's kind of like he's waiting for somebody to go here. So like this guy has a 14 or 15-year-old he wants to bang.
He's like if Salon.com was a person,
and he's using using this other situation as like a hypothetical.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's 15-year-olds. It's not like it's kids, right, guys? Am I right?
Guys?
Anyone?
Why is everyone walking
Can
away?
someone validate what I want to do?
Creepy when someone in their 30s is trying to get with a 15-year-old, or allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's honestly, it would be like.
I mean, not creepy, especially when that person has a daughter. Not creepy at all that he's allegedly going after minors.
But it's the language that I'm looking. I'm looking at the pattern of his language. At least he's not going for 15-year-olds, not actual children. Would he like? It would be like me saying, like, all right, if I wanted to like relapse and just go back to hardcore drugs, right? It would be like me saying, hey, Royce, I'm gonna get a bag of cocaine. We're at a party tonight, and Royce would be like, no, man, it's not a good idea. You've been doing really good. And it would be like me saying, come on, man, at least it's up, like pain pills or heroin. Like it's this thing where he wants somebody to normalize and again, this is a different guy. We're not talking about the original dude. This is a comment from an anonymous person. That's creepy, dude. That guy needs to be on a fucking watch list.
It's
what a ghoul.
Again, if you don't think that's fucked up, if you don't think that's fucked up, you have a problem.
And shit, trying to constantly normalize pedophilia. I'm not surprised that these people are coming out of the fucking woodworks and saying the shit, and they're not ashamed of it.
It is pretty refreshing. I was telling Mersh off air to see, you're 22, to see younger people that are understanding this and not completely, that are red pilling.
I like the young people that just know liberalism is nonsense.
For a long time, I was more left leaning, and then during the whole recent election, like American election, actually is when I started becoming more right leaning. It was like, oh, the left is getting a bit crazy. Oh, I'm gonna shift back to center. Oh no, just gonna keep going to the right.
That's what happens. See, and again, we talked about it on the show a couple of times. But when you start villainizing an entire group of people, white people, for example, people start getting angry. And they start saying, "Hey, man, we haven't done anything. We're just trying to go to work every day. We're just trying to have a life."
Dude, I know people from 8 years ago that were like, Ron Paul, revolution, love, man. We're going to bring freedom back, and we're all going to hug and kiss and love each other. And it's 2 years later, and they're like, you goddamn Jews. And you're like, whoa.
Calm down.
I know we haven't spoken in a few Christmases, but Christ.
Someone messaged me asking if they could use the Google Voice number to call in.
The Google Voice number. Do you have the ROTC?
No, you got to use if they're listening 954-573-2780. The Google Voice is our 24-hour if you want to leave a message for the show to be heard on the show.
Got it.
That is probably some confusion there.
Yeah, if you want to call in, our phone number is 954-573-2780 is our Skype.
Yeah, and I'll type it in the...
Okay, wait, repeat that so I can send
Absolutely.
it.
954-573-2780.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
No
yeah,
problem.
because I noticed my phone, because I'm connected to the Google Voice.
Yeah.
So it was just blowing my phone up, and I'm like, somebody's mad.
Yeah.
Whatever. Everybody's always mad at us. We're always getting fucking people
People
yelling.
are yelling at us all the time.
We took a fucking Facebook page. We didn't even take it. It was gone. The guy got rid of it. We brought it back to life we took all the
A
fucking...
phoenix.
Like a phoenix.
Oh, we have an answer. I'll call you.
No, I haven't heard the
got it.
Skype sound in years.
Sorry. Hey, caller, who's this?
What's up? Best boy here.
Who? I'm sorry?
Best boy here.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Hi, best boy.
I'm at my bar mitzvah. I heard y'all talking about Beetlejuice. You guys said it 3 times. So I decided to call in.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh,
I'm very badly injured.
I'm sorry, my phone is going off. I don't use Apple. That's what all the guys use. I use Android.
I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue everyone.
I'm gonna sue everybody for their shekels. This better not be monetized.
And I would like
fucking DMCA it all.
I would like to announce it at 5:38 p.m. We are now demonetized on YouTube. Thank you, everybody.
I'll have you know that I am suing the little podcast for $50 billion. And I want it payable
That $5 you made within the past year, you fucked. I'm gonna get you times 10 interest.
Oh my God, he really does.
Hey guys, I don't really think this is him.
I don't know. I'm starting to see.
Hey,
through
what's up? It's your boy Pamela. How you doing?
What up?
I'm one of the girls that he fucking tried to get nudes off of like a year and a half ago.
Ooh.
Okay. How old were you
At
year
the
and a half
time.
ago?
At the time.
I was 18. I mean, because I known him when I was 18 and 19 because I'm 20 now. But, all right, so, like, I'll be straight up. Like, I tell my mom everything. My mom's 38, right?
Okay.
And Lyndon's, like, fucking as old as my mom. He's like my mom's age. I told her about it before, and she made me block him a long time ago.
Okay. Well, that's probably your mom probably has really good gut instinct.
Yeah,
on
that's
that.
called being a good parent.
That's called
Congratulations
that's
to
called
your
being
mom.
that's being an awesome mom.
Seriously.
That was really smart.
Yeah.
And also called being a good daughter. You're like, yeah, you're right. I'm just going to block
You
it.
know what?
Let's all
Mom?
be rational
You're right.
here.
He's being a weirdo. I'm not going to talk to this guy.
Congratulations. You two didn't become a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Exactly. he was the one that wanted the relationship with me. He was writing me every single day. Amethyst posted my comment that had my blacked out. So apparently his page is kind of up now.
His page is certainly back up. It's ours.
Did you guys really do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is us.
That's our
We'll we'll post whatever you want right now from the page to
Yeah,
prove it.
we'll prove it.
It's
Tell
us.
us what you
hey.
want to post. Mersh, can you take care of that?
All right. Can you post, say,
I can't do anything
What's the good-
slanderous or crazy, but just something to prove that we have
Yeah.
the page.
all right, so post keyboard plebeian,
Keebler, like as an elf?
pleb. Keyboard, as in the keyboard.
Oh, keyboard. Keyboard.
Yeah,
Pleb.
pleb.
There we go.
Has seen
Has seen.
my tiny PP.
And a cent.
And
Good.
it is now published. So
There you
just so
go.
you guys know that we do
We do
in
full
fact
control.
have iHypocrite. It's iHypocrite 2 actually.
TOO.
TOO. If you want it on Facebook, but yeah.
I believe you. I just wanted to mark my territory somehow.
Well, you know what?
Well, you know what? You're cool enough.
I like
your
you. You're
style.
cool. You're cool.
Yeah,
And
so
of
whatever.
course, of legal age. Pay attention. This is how you do it. Of legal age.
Yes, you guys, this is how
You know
do it.
what's funny though is that every single one of my friends that we have run our pages together, because I used to run post Tumblr stress disorder.
I love
I don't
that
know
name.
if you know that page or not.
No, but I love that name.
Yeah, it's really nice. Like 2 of the admins has actual PTSD, which was me and Laura.
Jeez.
And we got a lot of hate mail because of it.
Well, here's the thing, and I got a little bit of an opinion on that.
Here we
I'm
go.
not going to get too deep into it on the show, but there are people who have survived traumatic experiences.
Hillary
that have
Clinton?
PTSD.
Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, that poor woman got. She got a goddamn beating and a rape.
She got beat
On
the
the election
fuck up.
day, yeah. If I were Hillary, I'd need fucking years of therapy. But
Why
no,
was everyone's fault but me? The Hillary Clinton story.
there are people, and I think that the problem with PTSD is there are certain disorders that people, I think it's just one of those overclaimed things by people, and that's what bugs me when somebody's been enlisted in the military, or if you've had some kind of like sexual trauma when you were younger, something like that. Yeah, you have PTSD, but when you're like, oh my God, I got a minor fender bender in my minivan and I totally have PTSD now and I'm trying to get disability. It's like, I think there's a certain perception that some people are like that and it's annoying.
You name some.
I agree with that. Hey, what's up? It's my mama. Say hey, Mom.
Hey, you're a great mother. You're a great mother. You're a great mom.
My mom
Seriously.
just grounded me. Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you grounded. We apologize.
Well, take care. Thanks for calling in. That was awesome.
That was great. Hey, thank you for calling, though.
I
Seriously.
love you guys.
Well, thank you.
Hey,
we love you.
We love you. Thanks. Take it easy.
Look at that. And no titties required for our
No
love.
titty required. I mean, we don't deny them,
Yeah.
but of age.
Yeah.
But we can't stress this enough.
Yeah,
Of
we
age.
don't. Let me put it this way: our love is conditional. It is.
Yes.
But here's the deal, right? Our wrath, our unholy, living wrath, will only come down on those who talk bad about us or hurt our feelings mildly. But we won't be like, hey, let me see your titties. No, I'm gonna sue you for not showing me your titties.
I have to give some love to the YouTube chat here. Kumara says, was he doing this all when he was married? And Faustus Caligula says, probably when his wife saw him passing by a high school and drooling. Allegedly.
These are chat comments.
These are chat comments,
They don't
not
come
ours.
from us.
These are chat.
This
read.
is the people. We're the voice of the people.
We are
folks.
the voice of the voiceless. And actually, no, that's not true. We're the voice
Have
of the...
any of you guys seen the articles he wrote after his wife left?
Oh, did he go like full men going their own way with it?
Oh, my God.
Pretty much. He's like, why women leave and why they should feel ashamed. I'm like, and then he's like, and then he went on to write another article after that saying that single motherhood is child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're alienating your child from the father and you're doing it to fucking harm the dad, yeah, that's abusive. But if it's the dude's like, I don't know, allegedly a creepy pedophile, I don't know, I'd be getting my kid as far away from them as possible.
I know a guy too. If you actually look him up, if you look up the cross-dressing Mormon, I went to high school with that guy, and that dude has lost. It's the same thing. He lost his kids, and there's a divorce and everything, and this dude just went fucking nutso, and now all he does is harass fucking Mormons and scream at them in a dress at all these events. He's just and like we've all tried to reach out to this guy and be like, you were a cool guy, like we liked you.
Right.
What up, dude? Dial it back. And he's just doubled down on his insanity. So, I mean, there's something about that triggers, But, I mean, single motherhood.
Triggers. You said another word. You said another liberal word.
Yeah. Hey! Woo! Another liberal buzzword here on Revenge of the Sis. We've had 2 in 1 hour.
Oh, my God. One more, and we get the full celebration clip.
Well, I'll tell you what. Should we thank AM because
Yes.
we got to do our promo.
Yes, we do.
We have to promote our, we'll tell her with her on the air. We'll
Of
let
course,
everybody
yeah.
know. We are headed. We've got 2 days before we leave. And we are on our way to Washington, D.C. So everybody listening, help us get there. We came about $200 shy in the crowdfunding. We're filming a political comedy road documentary.
Yep.
Juggalo March, the mother of all patriot rallies. We're hoping
They're converging.
ICP is going to be there. Kyle Chapman's going to be there. This is going to be the most white trash piece of live video Americana you're ever going to witness. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us get there. If you want to go to paypal.me/Mersh Comedy.
Yep.
Yes, I'm Laura Southerning it right now. Help us. We only need like $200. Chip in a few bucks. Help us get there. And we will broadcast live from the Hypocrite studios. But no, we're going to D.C. We need your help. We got a really swanky hotel right in the National Mall, right where all the riots and craziness will happen. So, like, we're literally staying in the National Mall. Tear gas will leak into our hotel windows if it gets crazy. It's going to be good stuff. CNN, first siege of Iraq style. It's going to be awesome. So help us get there. PayPal.me/Mersh bit.me/merch comedy. Saturday, 16th of September. If you guys, we got a couple extra press passes. So if any of our listeners, our friends, our old style friends need help, we need some behind the scenes help. This is going to be a big 2 days. And I want to thank AM from Social Justice Warriors. Do you have a nickname? Because people were bringing up some kind of nickname in our chat room.
Fuck, some of these people are retarded, weeaboos, and have given me a bunch of nicknames, so
I love
I'm
this girl.
sorry, weeaboos.
The unapologetic Canadian.
We'll do
I
that.
appreciate that you're fans, but you're still trash.
You know
Oh my
what?
God.
We may
Can
steal
I-
that from you because that's an amazing promo.
Can
for
I
us.
just say I love you, and not even in a show me titties way.
No.
But I just
We genuinely love you as a
I am a
person.
goddamn fan today.
Absolutely.
The unapologetic Canadian.
We are a fan of you,
Yeah,
dear.
we'll
we
po-
are a fan of you.
We'll post later from our page and from the iHypocrite page.
And from the Hypocrite page.
Because
Don't
we
worry
have
about
it,
that.
asshole.
Yeah.
And we're going to promote all of your stuff. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us today.
Anyways, yeah, the weeaboo trash call me Lollygon of Akkad because I've been told I'm the lolly version of Sargon.
I like it.
I like that.
I like it, though. I
like
would
it.
own that.
You should own that.
I
That's
really
amazing.
would. I would just embrace that.
Yeah.
And then everybody else will call me that they either know me as anti-feminazi or Leaf or any variation of unapologetic Leaf or unapologetic
Leaf was what I
Canadian.
heard, and I don't know what it was, but I just liked it. It fit her, which is why when I heard Leaf, I'm like, I like Leaf though, because
Yeah.
you're from Canada, and you're kind of brutal.
Yes.
But you have this very delicate
Delivery.
delivery. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It's
So
great,
why
yeah.
I like it. But AM, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so
we really,
much.
thank you. Thanks for promoting us today, and we'll collaborate on stuff. You guys ever need help
Absolutely.
promoting stuff? You see, we're
That
moving
would
up
be
quick.
cool.
We're moving up
It'd be
quick.
cool
so.
to do more streams too.
Yeah, that was fun. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We
Yes.
we love
Totally.
we love to have you as our Canadian correspondent.
I was gonna do it in the Jesse Ventura voice. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. AM, of course, Social Justice Warriors, and of course, the unapologetic Canadian. Of course, you check her out there on Facebook.
And you're a Navy SEAL, so that means a lot.
I'm actually voicing in. I'm hiding
Oh,
out
we're
in
getting another
Mexico. Oh, come on. We're gonna go.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Hey guys, this is Best Boy again. I want to say I got my new page up. Go like, share, and subscribe. This is a personal opinion and protected by fair use, fair whatever. Have a nice day, and please donate for this new fucking awesome movie with the shout.
Oh my God, that was
You'll
a
have
better promo than I did.
LP.
That was great. I'm going to cut that up. There's our promo.
Oh God, they're demonetizing us on Facebook. It's like it's like the 40s all over again.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Lauren Southern follows me on my Twitter, so if you can, try to hack into it for me, I need that.
Well, good. You tell that crooked mouth bitch to call in sometime. Give us some love on the air. We need the boost. We need the
I
Lauren
will.
Southern bump.
Goyam no. Goyam out.
I see you. Oh.
This has been a great hour.
All right.
I'm so glad we did a show
And,
today.
of course, Leaf, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
We got to go to break. I need a
This
fucking
was fun. Thank you
cigarette.
for having me on your
Yeah, that was great. We got to go to break here for a
We
second.
have
We're
a
gonna be
second hour
second
coming.
hour coming up. Just stay tuned. All right, guys? All right. And thank you to Leaf. Yeah, we're going to go to break here.
more
We're gonna
wine.
Be, more wine. We will be back in a moment.
Stage freeze.
And go. And goy. It's not going. Nailed it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
say no. Some 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 say no.
Am I interrupting?
Yes, we were right in the middle of something.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, she's not giving you too much trouble, is she?
No, oh my gosh, so you two know each other.
No, we
Yeah,
met
we're best
and
friends.
Best friends.
Best friends.
Excellent.
Principal McIntyre, I recently, I started mentoring one of the kids here.
Really, that's odd because you're a janitor.
Yep. But Richie here is a hell of a kid, and he's struggling. You see, he's what he calls a juggler. Juggalo. He's a juggalo. It's sort of a clown posse. I figured you and I were getting tight enough that I could maybe come in here and ask that he be allowed to wear his makeup in school.
You know, it's school policy that no one should paint their face. So that's the rule, and that's the end of that.
That's the rule.
Yep.
And there's no wiggle room there.
No.
All right, tell you what, I'll take him down to the locker room, I'll lather him up real good, I'll strip all these silly ass clothes off him, and I'll clean him, sparking clean, brand new kid for you, bring him back up.
No, please don't bathe the students.
You're right. He's a big man. He can bathe himself, can't you, Rich?
Yeah.
All right, he's bathing himself, and I'm watching. Let's go, Richie.
I'd rather
Get
you
cleaned up. Come on.
didn't do that either.
Second hour. Revenge of the Sis. Want to get in contact with the show? It's 954-573-2780. That's how you call. If not, make sure to subscribe. Revenge of the Sis on iTunes and on Google Play. All over the place. All over the place. Hit subscribe on YouTube if you're watching there. Facebook, Revenge of the Sis, and the newly acquired, in the biggest merger this year, a Hypocrite.
This is the biggest corporate merger since Amazon and Whole Foods. Since AOL Time Warner, which that one went really well.
Swimmingly?
I think if this goes half as well as the AOL Time Warner merger, we are on the road to Easy Street.
I think we have a caller.
Boys,
Hi,
I have a
caller.
request. I have a request. Can you play some Satellite for my friend?
Oh, some
Chatelet.
We want to play it for my son's bar mitzvah.
All right. Well,
I don't think anybody would want that playing at a bar mitzvah.
No.
We might.
Well, why not?
We could play the remove.
No.
We could play the Serbian remove kebab song for you. If you want.
Oh, no, Satellite. We want Satellite.
There's
my
another.
Son, my son likes meme magic. He likes that memes.
Borat did a song too that I could pull up. I don't think we're allowed to play it though in 2017.
No, probably
yeah,
not.
Cool. Yeah, I understand.
I don't think you could even
made
just.
that happen.
I don't even think you could just show the film Borat.
No, I don't believe so.
Anywhere. But yeah, so we are.
My
here.
wife, I'm bringing it back.
We are bringing back the, of course, the second hour for you. Revenge of the Sis, coming off a hot first hour.
Hot
couple of
Coming in
days.
hot.
Everybody's coming in hot. We have a lot of beats all over town, and they're jamming
all
us
over,
up.
all over.
So shout out to LP. Thanks for giving us the reins by Hypocrite.
We really do appreciate that.
Follow us at We're Not Sorry on Facebook because we're not.
And for, like I said, our first hour, for Canadian fans, we're not sorry.
Yeah, we're not sorry.
So we want to make sure we get both markets. It's spelled the same but pronounced differently.
Of course.
It takes you to the same place.
It really does. It doesn't
Okay?
matter.
Maybe, isn't it facebook.ca? Do they have a different thing than
I
us?
don't know. We're not. No, we're not at that level yet. We're not getting kicked off domains yet. Give it a couple of months.
I did like how you said yet.
Yeah, well, you know.
Revenge of the Sith coming exclusively to Tor browsers.
Coming up soon to the Southern Poverty Law Center list of alt-light radio hosts. Revenge of the Sis / I Hypocrite.
Ba, 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 da.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Kevin, with all these, with all these Jews running around, just running everything, it's crazy. That's why I got out of the business. I just stay home. I work on my cars in my garage. I hang out with my ugly wife. I don't do anything, really. I still wear the same denim outfits.
Red Pill Jay Leno may be my new favorite character. We've been radio for a long time. But Red Pill Jay Leno always gets
that's why I never trusted David Letterman. David triple parentheses Letterman. I don't trust him, I'm telling you. None of those guys. That's why I would only talk to Dick Ebersol at NBC. It was the only guy I would talk to. Dick Ebersol was, straight with me. Fucking Red Pill Jay Leno.
Oh, fuck.
Man.
We decided that's why you didn't have an agent.
Yeah, I'm starting to find out, too. I didn't even realize Conan is a quarter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a quarter, yeah. You can't trust these people. They've infiltrated everywhere.
Is that why you never had Lenny Kravitz on your show? I'm just curious.
Yeah, he did Letterman's show because those people, they stick together.
I mean, even Johnny Carson allowed Sammy Davis on his show.
Well, that's because Johnny Carson never really took the red pill. He didn't know about the 4chan was ahead of his time, it was like I wasn't even red pilled that long. I was still taking Dorito money from those people.
Do you understand that I'm thinking of Jay Leno dressing in all denim on his phone, just going through 4chan poll?
That's just ranting into his phone. That's why I had to get rid of Helen Kushner. She couldn't be trusted. She was bugging my phone. Fucking paranoid red pill Jay Leno. You can't trust these people. I gotta get out of showbiz. They're everywhere. They just sprouting up. It's like playing whack-a-mole with these people. Oh my God! It was a comedy bit. Please,
Stop. Yeah, we're just fucking playing.
We're going
Relax.
to DC. We need the reach.
Yeah, seriously.
Take us off.
Flashback. This is from our friends at the Daily Wire. This is not Ben Shapiro. This is Ryan Severda. This is the incorrect. There's so many Hillary stories. I have to apologize. There's so many Hillary stories every day that sometimes you pull the wrong one.
Yeah, for a person who didn't become president, she sure is in the news a lot.
Sorry, here it is.
I don't remember this entire year of jerking off to Mitt Romney after he lost to Obama the second time around.
Washington Free Beacon. Clinton was so confident of the victory, she bought a second home in Chappaqua to accommodate her White House staff. We have
Oh, my God. What happened? Poor Cersei Lannister.
Remain in seclusion forever.
You know, after the first of the year, I had a big decision to make. Was I going to go to the inauguration?
Well, defeated candidates don't necessarily show up.
No.
But you're a former first lady.
But I'm a former first lady.
And a cunt.
Former presidents and first ladies show up. It's part of the demonstration of the continuity of our government. And so there I was.
I'm not crazy. I'm not hiding rage under my laughter.
She's legitimately.
Jesus.
She's like, remember that Star Trek movie where they gave Data an emotion chip?
Yes.
And he just went fucking crazy when they
Yes.
really needed this. That's what that reminds me of. It's like they put an emotion chip in her, and now they can't get it out. It fused to her somehow, and she's just
Overload.
yeah.
Overload. Overload.
Oh my God! And when is this? We did not get this much Mitt Romney. We didn't get this much John McCain after he fucking blew it.
We did not. Let's a little more.
You know, feeling like an out-of-body experience. And then his speech, which was a cry from the white nationalist gut.
And I just needed I needed 3 spirit cooking sessions by the time it was all over. And then I had to go to Comet Pizza and watch them torture children underneath the building in the secret chambers. Allegedly. Because it just really gets my juices going. Fucking satanic,
my favorite part of the video,
lizard woman.
if you know, is they have installed the crying app on her. However, it's malfunctioning.
It's definitely
because
malfunctioning.
she's starting to start crying, but you're overload.
Well, they didn't refill her crying fluid.
That's what it was.
And that's what it is. Everything that goes into that woman goes in the form of an IV, allegedly.
Speech, which was a cry from
Fucking
the white
bug woman.
nationalist gut.
This American carnage stops.
What an opportunity.
But let's say it's a cry for the white nationalist gut. How can you be so bad you lose to it? Like, think about that. You're basically saying, I don't believe it, obviously. We don't believe that this was a cry for the fucking not having the same name in the White House, the same 3 names in the White House for fucking 40 years.
Oh, and by the way, everybody on the left, you're the one who called everybody a white nationalist.
Everybody.
So don't get mad when the ranks of white nationalism grows, because apparently that definition now just is anybody who loves America and is a certain part of the Home Depot paint chart. Like anybody who's like a light-skinned Mexican and below who loves America is basically now a white nationalist. And any black person who loves America is a sellout. It's fucking, and then you keep wondering why the coalition against you grows every day. Because some of us just want to go to Dunkin' Donuts on the way to work, grab a cup of coffee, and not get Nazi screamed at us because we have a really nice haircut. Ridiculous.
Can you please wave to the new thumbnail, please? Thank you. Hi, thumbnail. How are
That's
you?
beautiful. Can we give that a...
That's a good. For those not watching via YouTube, via podcast.
That is.
Yeah.
Can we? How long do we got to keep that paused and talk? So it's our thumbnail.
It's been going for a good while.
Okay, because
For
that
a good
needs.
while.
That is. Can we meme that, please? Somebody listening, meme this. This
Hold
is
on.
for you right here.
Let me do a favor. Let me.
Can
Let
you
me go
screen
ahead-
cap that now?
There it is.
Somebody
I made
grab
it,
that.
I made it for the entire.
Thank you. All right. Thank
got
you, Hillary, continuing to entertain and enthrall us generation after generation.
I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be childish. I understand. I'm really not trying to be a childish person. I'm not trying to be a childish person. But she's absolutely making the.
Oh my God! This is literally the great. We've done some really good freeze frames on this show. Sarah Huckabee comes to mind,
Yeah.
and a couple other people. But this is the single greatest moment in the history of our program, ladies and gentlemen. This woman is atrocious. She looks like every angry lesbian assistant principal ever.
Oh my God. It's wonderful. Okay, let's play a little more.
cry from the white nationalist gut.
This American carnage stops.
What an opportunity to say, okay, I'm proud of my supporters, but I'm the president of all Americans. That's not what we heard at all.
We didn't hear a concession speech either from you.
Actually, I specifically remember hearing him say multiple times, underscoring all of America for all Americans. He said it multiple times during his inauguration speech and during his acceptance speech and in his first few stump speeches and in his, like, dude, literally, he has stressed and underscored all Americans from day one. What do you want from this man?
Clinton had been so sure she'd be the one giving that inaugural speech. You specifically bought this house for a reason.
I did.
And this was to be?
Well, I know a lot about what it takes to move a president, and
Well, now you got to learn what it is to move a house, you stupid bitch. Because you don't need it no more.
I really want to hear her say it, though. I want to hear her to see if she could even say it.
And I thought I was going to win.
The Clintons had acquired the house next door to accommodate White House staff and security during a second Clinton administration.
By the way, breaking news.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. Breaking news on Revenge of the Sis. Former presidential candidate thought they were going to win. Thank you. Breaking news.
I don't have a
breaking news.
I apologize. I don't have a breaking news button.
Well, you should.
I mean,
you failed us all.
I guess I could do this.
Oh, I like money.
That's close.
That's for Clinton. That works.
It's political.
That works.
It is.
Let's hear what loser says.
During a second Clinton administration. And doesn't it kind of haunt you that...
No, I'm very happy we did it.
This fucking stupid. This. Oh fuck! No, it's great because now it's a seller's market. It went up 8% since the last election because Trump's making the economy better. So technically,
I'm a fucking idiot.
To be clear here, she bought an expensive property near D.C., thinking she was going to win the presidency, but Donald Trump won the presidency, so our GDP went up 3%. So the house is actually worth more. So boom. Is Hillary Clinton an idiot, or is she a stupid idiot? I'm only giving you two choices.
I guess it's the latter if I had to pick.
Or is she an unlikable, stupid, cunt, lizard person idiot?
I'm going to go with DP in the butt. Let's play a little more here.
Please,
Very happy.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, go back.
Sure.
I have to hear her say it.
Listen, you do not ever have to tell me. I'll go back as far as you. I'll play the entire video again if we get a laugh at her.
I've tried to get like more mature over the years. I try not to really wallow in people's misery, but my God, watching Hillary Clinton just relive her pain over and over again, it is the greatest thing ever. It's like pornography. Anyway, I'm sorry.
The house next door to accommodate White House staff and security during a second Clinton administration. And doesn't it kind of haunt you that...
No, I'm very happy we did it.
Are you though? Are you?
Oh God, she sounds like when somebody dumps you and you're like, no, it's totally a mutual thing. We were just she was doing her thing and I was
different people.
She was working and going to school and I'm an alcoholic who was living on her couch and it was just weird, when it was mutual. Fucking dumb bitch. Oh, I hate Hillary Clinton and I love her misery so much.
Okay, I don't mean to be greedy, but
Clinton administration. And doesn't it kind of haunt you?
No, I'm very happy we did it.
At a dining
She's
room
so
table in that house,
an empty,
she wrote about
by the
what
way,
happened.
an
I
empty,
couldn't get
sad dining room table covered in 3 inches of dust.
oh
just
my
like
God!
her campaign.
Listen, the Secret Service agents are gonna love this room. It's gonna be so much fun. And then here's what we're gonna do.
No, you know where they're gonna love their rooms? In Trump Tower, motherfucker.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh God,
You're
this
right.
is the greatest thing ever.
You're right.
I'm so happy about this. I seriously, I can't stop being happy about this. Just bitch being just over and over again having to go, no, this is great. We're great for him. Oh my God, she wouldn't have survived her first 3 months in office anyway. You saw the shape she was in during her campaign.
Is right now.
But
Look
I mean,
at her.
with the stress of being president, she would have just
That's a good
collapsed
point.
into dust.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess you're right. Being president is just fucking take it out of you.
Oh, this is so
There's
great.
just a little bit left, but let's finish.
Table in that house. She wrote about what happened. I couldn't get the...
I believe I'm getting another call, but this time on Hangout.
A lot of stuff going on, folks.
They dropped the call. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Anyway, that was the end of the thing. Sorry, it's crazy because we had the fucking people before and Skype's being all weird. And also I heard her reading here from our friends at InfoWars that Hillary's new book tour is not doing too hot either. If we're gonna want to stay on that topic,
Oh,
really
it's not?
quick. No,
Really?
apparently not.
Really? People don't want to go buy a fucking... People don't want to go to stand online at a Borders, which, by the way, finding a Borders nowadays is like finding a charging station for your Tesla.
This is somebody from InfoWars. Mark Dice?
As she did into
Oh,
campaigning
remember this
in
guy?
Wisconsin and Michigan. Obviously, it's been a great 10 months since we've all had a good
Why
time.
is he talking
Last
like
week-
Fire Marshal
Oh,
Bill from Living
God.
Color?
Let me show you something.
Hey, let me show you something.
All right, I'm sorry. I really try InfoWars, but I can't.
I can't either.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
And now,
Right?
Now you pausing on two punchable faces.
It's just too. It's too difficult.
Yeah, it's you got Alex Jones. You got to assume that we don't all have the level of ADD that you do. Focus.
Or Adderall.
Calm down.
We all don't have access to as many prescription pills as you do. Or I'm sorry, excuse me, super male vitality. By the way, little tragic news here. St. Martin reportedly on the verge of civil war after Hurricane Irma.
Well, yeah. No shit.
Why do you say it so sure?
Well, no. I mean, it's I'm not saying it's just because of the infrastructure broke down on a tiny island that's kind of like. Why wouldn't you think getting everything leveled is going to bring out the worst in people? You know, there's a reason why they have fences at resorts.
Citizens and some news outlets are reporting that the French territory of St. Martin is on the verge of civil war as organized gangs armed with machetes raid stores and homes, leaving some residents in fear for their lives. The islands, which suffered widespread destruction caused by Hurricane Irma, remains difficult to reach as the airport and marinas are significantly damaged. Video footage of this resident went viral Sunday after she hinted that there are more deaths than the media is reporting. She begged for residents to evacuate all the violence and looting. So here you go.
Bonjour à vous, bonjour au monde entier.
Okay, but I don't speak what she's speaking. So how am I supposed to?
I'm going to translate it.
Okay, go ahead.
Malheureusement, ce qui se passe,
Hey guys,
personne n'en prend
what's up? It's French Chick 42. Check me out on YouTube and check my Patreon account.
c'est passé à la télé.
Yeah, you're right. I
Hit
know.
the subscribe button at the top.
I feel like that scene in Billy Madison when he's trying to learn French and he's just like, slow down.
Here you go. I got the translation for you.
Oh, great.
They said, "Hi everyone. I've lived in St. Martin for over 20 years. Not one fully realizes what's going on right now. It's the apocalypse here. The French government is the apocalypse good?
Well, it depends. Not if you were a fan of the X-Men franchise.
Oh, good point.
Didn't do that good for them.
The French government, well, get right out of town. They have one. Is doing nothing. Well, they are giving $30,000.
Aren't they jointly administered? It's like French and Dutch.
I believe it's all one thing. The French government is doing nothing. They're just going on TV saying they are doing this or that but nothing is being done. The police are not well trained. They haven't lifted a finger to help us out in this mess. Stop showing us footage of destruction here. We know that already. Come help us. We want to get out of St. Martin. We cannot stay here. People are being killed. We may pay our taxes and follow all the rules. Come get us. We cannot stay here. You have to evacuate the people that are here.
Jesus.
We are part of France, so get off your butts. Stop talking rubbish on television. There are not 10 deaths. There are thousands. Okay, so they're reporting 10 deaths, but they're saying there's thousands of deaths. So get off your butts and come help us. The news RCA news site reported on Saturday the situation is serious.
I heard stuff probably as early as basically as the eye of the storm was hitting us, I was getting reports from some of our listeners that, and I was sorting through some of them, that there was a really ugly situation developing there. And I was trying to sort through the actual facts and sort of try to de-racistify every angle, because it was all being sent to me like, these GDA and
You have to put it through a filter.
But yeah, so I had to go. But it does seem as if, without pointing any specific fingers, that there is a very ugly situation, that there is no infrastructure, rules, or any laws or anything going on. I think their hospital was completely destroyed too.
Yep.
So they don't even have a hospital on that island right now.
It is now confirmed on the basis of several testimonies that it is the biggest chaos in St. Martin on the security level. To the plundering are added many other facts, much more serious consequences of taking possessions of the streets and districts organized by gangs. The news sites reported that the gangs of the people armed with machetes and knives are patrolling the streets, and women are at risk of being raped or attacked. The gangs are also pillaging homes believed to be abandoned. The population seems to have left to its own devices, obliged to organize itself as it could defend itself against this. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like a fucking Escape from New York.
Yeah, it's not a...
Well, no, that's not true.
More like Escape from L.A., a little more tropical, maybe.
More like Escape from St. Martin.
Snake Plissken's dead in the
Snake Plissken leaves his resort and gets murdered in the first 5 minutes.
But it's like there is always that risk, and I don't understand why an island like that doesn't have. You make enough money in resort tourism and all that shit. There should be some sort of better infrastructure there. It just seems to me like it's a little like St. Martin is not one of these. Like Barbuda is like the middle of fucking nowhere. And it's a tiny island. So that getting wiped out, whatever. St. Martin is, you guys should have your shit together, man. You know, because I mean, it hit Miami, it hit the Keys pretty bad, and the Keys are now reporting.
St. Martin resident Morgan Linger has shared a social media post claiming that the people were being attacked and there was a shortage of food and water on the island. What is this, Venezuela? It's a disaster what happened in St. Martin. There's a civil war, people getting beaten up just to get a drop of water. The army and law enforcement are completely out of date. It shoots everywhere. People fight everywhere to pick up the smallest thing. For example, gasoline. Everyone is getting looted. And people who no longer have food or drink, all were trying to avoid gunfire from all sides. People walk around wearing hoods in cars and armed. I beg you, help us. We've never seen this. It's a total knockout. Families with children have had to move from Ansa de Sabil, Terabasas, Bayanatid, Grande Casa, Margota. It's a horror scene. Good thing I had to read this one, Hummersh.
Yeah, good job.
Luckily, I had that one.
Well done.
Meanwhile, St. Martin, the Dutch side of the island, was reportedly evacuated. 1,200 people so far. Has also reports of looting and robberies. A report by NBC News.
This is why you shouldn't have a shitty European leftist government running your island. You should be independent. You should be a little republic. All your citizens should be armed and be like Texas, because there wouldn't be that shit happening right now. If more people there had guns and were trained. Dude, I'm sure everybody there knows how to make a mean mojito, but it's not going to fucking help you now.
It's fucking bad, dude. I mean, I'm looking at some of the stuff there. It's bad. Over 1,200 Americans evacuated from St. Martin amid reports of violence. Not because of the hurricane, but because of violence. The State Department said Sunday that more than 1,200 U.S. citizens have been evacuated from the hurricane-damaged island vacation hotspot of St. Martin amid reports of looting and violence. But now this is not St. Martin, this is St. Martin. The Dutch government, so this is the other side of the island, the Dutch government said reports of a prison breaks were unfounded, which means they're lying, allegedly. The evacuations by military flights, to Puerto Rico resumed Sunday after relief flights had been suspended because of poor weather from the hurricane. Jose, the storm followed the Hurricane Irma, the State Department said.
It's not good, man. I mean, my prayers go out to people of St. Martin, but, not to politicize it, but this is why you should know how to store food, and you should know how to use a gun, and you should have a gun. And even if your government tells you shouldn't have a gun, fuck them, because the bad guys are hiding them. So if you're not running around gangbanging with them, you probably won't get caught with one. So I'm not saying do it, but Probably do it. Know what you're doing.
Totally
get ready.
do it.
Get ready for shit like that. I'm sure you can get a shotgun somewhere on that island. Something like that.
Right.
You make a fucking zip gun. Something. Get ready to fucking pop somebody in the eyeball.
It's not we talked about it yesterday. It's not like the Virgin Islands where they took all the guns away and now they're getting sued because of it.
Well, of course, the NRA's going after them, and they should. And I
they
predicted
should,
it.
and they fucking should.
I said on the air, I was like, keep your guns, because if somebody's going to defend you, and of course the NRA stepped in and defended
Look,
them.
I'm a big fan of the NRA. Don't get me wrong. Mersh and I will both criticize, because don't get me, they do stupid things like every organization.
Yeah, they're really hokey and dumb
yes.
about stuff.
Yes. Don't get me wrong.
And they pick the worst time sometimes to do like press releases.
It's not
like
yeah.
Adam Lanza will shoot up a school and they're like, oh, it's not the NRA's fault. You're like, why don't you fucking let the bodies get cold, assholes? Like,
Yeah,
it's
like-
not about. Nobody was even making it about you right
Like
now.
yesterday, speaking of bad timing, during 9/11 yesterday, the Veggie Tales account, the official Veggie Tales account.
I saw that, and that was the great. Having grown up in Christian school, that made my day. Veggie Tales 9/11 tribute was the most. It was the most fucking. Who thought that was a good idea? A picture of smiling, anthropomorphic, animated vegetables with a wacky font.
Hey, never forget vegetables for Jesus.
I don't know what font that is, but it's like a 2017 Comic Sans.
It's almost Comic Sans. You're right.
Hey guys, never forget 9/11 and always read your Bibles. Because remember, folks, the answer to extremist religious people is more religion. Yay! Veggie Tales.
Come on, Veggie Tales. Jesus Christ.
Could there have been a more unintentionally hilarious and offensive? Did they ever take it down?
No, it stayed up. It was on Twitter, too. It wasn't just on their Facebook.
God damn it, I love Christians. They're so unapologetic. Well, we thought it meant. They're still trying to catch up on social media. But at least they're not beheading people and stoning them to death for being whores.
Check out Veggie Tales exclusives on MySpace.
Jeez.
All right.
This is why when people hate on Christianity, yeah, they're fucking hokey. Yeah, they're cornball. But god damn it, they never want to stomp out Christian, especially not this Midwestern Joel Osteen positive fucking hippie bullshit bastardized Christianity. Because it's always the source of amazing amusement.
It's very funny.
It's way funnier than that Deuce Volt shit. Fucking Veggie Tales 9/11. Holy shit, that's amazing.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Christians.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
How come did Kirk Cameron ever make a movie about 9/11? He should have.
He's made a movie about literally everything. So I'm gonna guess.
I know he was a fireman in a movie.
Yes.
But was he I know he was a Christian fireman, but was he a because he could have been a Christian 9/11 first responder.
Well, Kirk Cameron did stir up some controversy over Hurricane Irma comments. If you want to hear that real quick.
Is he the new Pat Robinson?
Oh, hold on. I got to
airport here in Florida, and I've had.
Oh God, he was here.
Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me. I'm actually in the Orlando airport here in Florida, and I've had such a great time this weekend. It's coming up on the weekend. Such a great time these last couple of days. I've been hanging out at an award show for Christian music radio.
Of course.
And,
of course you were. What did we think? Trust me, dude, you didn't have to clarify. Nobody thought you were at the Emmys.
Yeah, we didn't think you were at the Grammys.
Yeah, nobody thought you were at the Oscars.
Yeah, or
so
even
relax.
the VMAs.
I already knew it was a Christian something.
We're 100% aware of where you were at.
You fucking jagoff. Anyway,
Danny Goki, I got to meet him last night. Been wanting to meet him for a while. Zach Williams was there. Mercy Me.
Do you know any of these people?
How is Kirk Cameron somehow still the most fucked up person from Growing Pains? The other one was a goddamn tranny meth head. And then the daughter, isn't she dead or something? It was a lot of,
Or porn? One of them did porn, right?
God, this guy's so weird.
I got to host the award program, and it was just a really cool
Oh,
night.
yeah?
Got to meet
I'm
Bill
sorry.
Wickham,
Oh, he got to
and-
host it, guys. I guess Stephen Baldwin wasn't available.
Yeah. Did you come on after Jars of Clay?
Ooh, I can't wait for DC Talk to play something. Are they still a thing?
Oh, and for you metal fans, POD's going to be here. So everybody, don't worry.
Oh, man.
The lead singer of Korn, who's a Christian now.
I'll tell you who's going to feel alive this crowd in a little bit. Coming up next, playing their 1998 hit.
19. I bet you're not wrong. POD. So
I don't know if Alive was 98, but they had one before that was at least 98.
It was released 2001.
All right, whatever.
Close enough. Oh, wait. Sorry, Kirk.
I had a thought this morning as I leave Florida. Everyone's trying to leave Florida right now. Walmart is being emptied of its shelves of water and canned food because Irma is on its way. And a friend of mine, Jay Younts, pointed out something really insightful, and I wanted to share it with you this morning. You know, Harvey, they say, was a once-in-a-lifetime event because...
Why is he trying to talk like Boyd Crowder when he was a fucking preacher? I don't fucking like it. It's bothering me.
Yeah, seriously, stop trying to sound fucking poignant, you fucking asshole. God, you're annoying.
Raylan Gibbons says, I live and breathe.
By the way, whenever Kirk Cameron says, you know, my friend shared something with me really insightful at a Christian movie award thing, it's going to be something terrible.
Something not insightful, you mean?
It's going to be something about how Jesus is cool and all the people who die don't matter, and fucking, it's probably the gays.
They still use the word radical unironically. Yeah, I know. They're going to walk into the church and sit backwards in the chair and flip their hat backwards and be like, hey, yo, I'm just a dude like you. Shut up, Kirk.
The destruction was unprecedented with that hurricane. There's another one coming up that they say is now the largest recorded hurricane on the Atlantic. This is Irma. And the devastation from that, we don't know how much that's going to be.
Why won't he open his eyes?
But how should we look at two giant hurricanes coming back to back like this? Should we just...
Do you want to explain him?
Yeah, sure. Okay, here's how it works, Kirkland. Have a seat.
Go ahead.
Have a seat, Kirk. So what happens is, right, usually between the months of like July and like early September, what happens is low pressure systems form over extremely warm, unusually warm water, usually in the Atlantic, but sometimes even as far as the Pacific and the Gulf. What happens is these low pressure systems form cyclones, which begin to pick up even more water and pressure, and eventually what happens is they form a low pressure system or storms. Sometimes they start off as tropical depressions. Normally we wait till they get to that level in order to give them names. That way people are more inclined to keep track of these storms, and it's easier to do so based on their names. What happens is sometimes they pass over even lower pressure systems, including warm water, and then basically the jet stream carries it towards the United States like it does every goddamn year for 1,000 years. You fucking asshole. There is no fucking, whoa, did you know the spirits of freed slaved African women are making the hurricane? No, they're not. It's the jet stream, you assholes. Low pressure systems in the Atlantic, warm water, the summertime. Sorry.
Did you know in the southern hemisphere, hurricanes rotate clockwise direction? In the northern hemisphere, they rotate in an anti-clockwise direction?
But you know what? It doesn't matter because Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye are going to tell you that hurricanes are just a spectrum of feelings, and they run on dreams and magic, and they're making our Earth warmer with our cars. You fucking pieces of shit! I'm tired of all of you. I'm tired of the science fags, and I'm tired of the fucking Jesus fags. I'm tired of all this shit.
I will say that Bill Nye, the engineering guy,
Bill Nye, the architect guy,
did have a TV show on Disney. All right, I'll have you know.
Bill Nye, the hey, do me a favor and run these blueprints to engineering guy.
Yeah, fucking asshole. He has a lot to say about global warming. He doesn't understand it, but boy, does he have a lot to say about it.
And boy, will he repeat those talking points
over
in the face
and over and over again. All right, let's get back to a Christy Magoo.
Do we write them off as coincidence? Do we write it off as a statistical anomaly?
No, we write it off as the fucking hurricane season.
Who would have?
It's not even a coincidence. We call it hurricane season.
As somebody who's lived in Florida his entire life, this is normal.
It's not. Listen, I lived in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I've lived in Miami. I've lived in a lot of beach towns. I've lived in a lot of tourist towns like Carolina Beach. Let me tell you something. There's a little thing, right? us guys on the island, you know, guys sell weed, got jobs as a waiter, just hanging out, whatevs. We never ever went to each other during the peak tourist season and went, Jesus, I'm getting a lot of pussy lately. Is this some sort of coincidence, or is this God? Is this weird thing, or because it's a coincidence, bro? Like every July and June, we get laid a lot. Yeah, you fucking asshole. Because it's warmer out. What is wrong with you? Because the girls went to the island and didn't bring their boyfriends. It's not a coincidence. They have tan lines where their fucking wedding rings go. Sorry.
Christy Magoo.
Thought, is it just Mother Nature in a bad mood?
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
how
a
you
fucking
think about
mood,
it,
you
but
faggot.
I think it could be something much more than all of that. I'm going to look here in God's Word and read to you.
He's going to look in God's word, bro. You ready for this?
You don't know how angry.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready.
Hang on.
I'm not ready.
Well, I'm ready, and that's a 50-50 vote here. So we need to bring AM back. Bring our girl from the angry. Bring the unapologetic Canadian back online. We'll make her vote. I'm kidding.
No. Here's the problem.
But he's gonna read from the living word of God, bro.
Stop adding adjectives to it, or I'll kick
It's
you
the
out of the
living word
studio.
of
I will
God
kick you out of the
because
studio.
he's cleansed by the blood of the Lamb.
I'll fucking cleanse
Aw,
you by the
man.
blood of a hammer if you don't get out of here.
Now stand.
From Job. In Job 37, God says,
I made a huge mistake.
It was from Job, right?
And from the book of Job, I'm going to read the book of Job 13:11, where it says, all the bad things that happen to you are your fault because you're a terrible person. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
I'm going to
Dickhead.
read from Job where it says, bees?
Why don't you read a fucking Bosley Medical Group pamphlet while you're at it, you fucking balding asshole?
Oh, God. Yeah, don't worry. Nobody notices the hair plugs, Kirk. I don't.
You have a fucking forehead like Butthead.
He really does. Look at, you don't see, those are plugs. You can tell right there.
He's got a fucking 15 head.
There it is. Jesus Christ. It doesn't stop.
You look like my fucking... You look like I'm in the create a character part of Skyrim, and my cat just like stepped on my up key while I was on forehead.
If your head was a theater, I would have to pay an extra $10 because it's IMAX.
It's 3 screens.
Jesus Christ.
Really see what's happening.
Oh, my God. I don't want to watch a firefighter movie.
Kirk Cameron's head looks like a $70,000 television.
Yeah, you're right. If Kirk Cameron was in Hialeah, they would try to loot his face.
You're stupid, Kirk Cameron.
You fucking asshole.
Read from the word of God, Kirk. Let's hear it.
The living word of the blood
living
God.
word of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ above. Amen.
through Job, he saturates clouds with moisture. He scatters his lightning through them. They swirl about, turning around and around at his direction.
Hey, you know what? This has nothing to do. You're just talking about swirling around. You want to grab some Menchie's after the show?
Ooh, that would be
frozen yogurt.
Froyo would be amazing.
They have Menchie's, folks. Oh, it's to die
bless
for.
you, Kirk.
Thank you, Kirk. You actually did bring something to the table.
How good would
Swirly
Froyo be?
chocolate vanilla goodness.
Accomplishing everything that
Although,
he commands.
pause it again. You know, if I do mix the chocolate and the vanilla, our audience will accuse me of being a race traitor.
Oh my God! Just stop. Can you please stop loudly ordering mulatto ice cream when we go out? Because it makes it awkward for me.
Hey, nice frozen yogurt, degenerate.
Back in my day, we pick one flavor.
You put the vanilla in one cup, you put the chocolate in the other cup,
That's
and you
right.
enjoy them separately.
As a matter of fact, you only sell one flavor at this store and the other flavor at a different store.
And occasionally you might eat the chocolate, but you do it when you're on a separate vacation from your husband and you're in Jamaica, and then you come back and you don't tell nobody about it.
And if you play your cards right, they let you call them the N-word as long as they let you finish in their face.
You know, if you mix chocolate and vanilla frozen yogurt, it ends up growing, it has a 50% higher rate of growing up fatherless. That is true. Look it up.
I don't want no Tiger Woods of ice cream in my store. Thank you very much.
Them nappy-headed ass frozen yogurt.
I don't have a problem with swirled yogurt, just I don't want it to date my daughter.
I got me a delicious cup of vanilla frozen yogurt the other day, and as soon as it poured out into the cup, it just kept chanting, "We will not be erased." We will not be erased. And it had a tiki torch as a topping. I thought it was adorable.
Oh,
I got it in a cup shaped like a gray Dodge Challenger.
It's weird though. No matter how many toppings you put, it's always worth $14.88. Exactly. $14.88 exactly.
By the way, you know, I got a lift the other day. That was my total.
Fuck.
I almost didn't tip the guy out of principle.
just to make a stand.
Just to keep it there.
All right, a little bit.
Oh.
Hands them over the surface of the inhabited world. He causes this to happen for punishment or to water his land and demonstrate his faithful love.
He's just watering your crops, y'all. Everybody out there in St. Martin, you're just bitching. Kirk Cameron says it himself. You're just getting a nice you're going to have beautiful crops this season and a lot of
looks like he's farting.
One thing we know about hurricanes and all weather is that...
Do you think he's... Okay, before I finish it, I haven't watched this video, neither of you. Do you think he's going to say something factual? Or is he going to go right into something not factual? Or is he going to do dealer's choice, which is factual into non-factual?
I think he's going to go with just straight non-factual. And I'm going to say this, Kirk. When you say, you know, we know a lot about these kind of things.
Do we?
I have a feeling that I might know a little bit more about them than you do, because I don't think the book of Job is relevant to women being raped on the island of St. Martin.
Are you sure?
I don't think Jesus is making that happen, you fucking Beavis and Butthead looking ass. He looks like an actual blend of both Beavis and Butthead. If you did like a...
Jesus is cool.
Like, remember what Conan would do if they mated?
Yeah.
He's the if they mated of Jesus and Butthead. Call Conan, folks. Get me on the show.
Call him right now.
This is not Mother Nature in a bad mood. This is a spectacular display of God's immense power.
No, you know what this is? This is a spectacular display of insensitivity and hubris, you fucking born-again asshole. You know, you probably do more damage to the fucking Christian faith than just as much as Joel Osteen, except you eat a fucking sad Subway sandwich with 2 people at your birthday party, you cunt.
I'm going to bring this up. This is the first time it's ever happened. Now that you're shitting on Christianity, we've now been remonetized.
Oh! Hey!
Really weird!
Congratulations!
Is that how it works?
By the way, Islam is not a religion of peace, folks.
And demonetized.
We're re-demonetized.
And they're
just like that.
And we're gone.
Feminism's cancer.
God damn it.
And we're off YouTube.
Fucking shit. Patreon.com/we're not sorry.
Give us money. Give us your shekels, boy.
And when he puts his power on display, it's never without reason. There's a purpose. And we may not always understand what that purpose is, but we know it's not
You
random.
might be laying there with your
And we
panties
know-
crumpled next to you in St. Martin getting raped by some goddamn savage. And, you know, that might happen. But, you know, God has a plan for you. Fuck you, Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, God might have a plan, but Walgreens is going to have the plan B you need the next day. So, you know what, Kirk? You're a piece of shit.
Whatever, dude.
No, he's a piece of shit.
He deserves... I wish he had been arrested in that airport like fucking Alberto Del Rio. Fucking jerk off.
That weather is sent to cause us to respond to God in humility, awe, and repentance. Again, there's not a random molecule in the universe, I believe, but that God is the Lord of the wind and the waves. And
I thought that was Neptune. He's getting his gods mixed up. It's Neptune or Poseidon, depending on
the
if you're
translation.
going Roman or Greek. Yeah,
that's fair.
But he's not.
What this should be doing for all of us is causing us to remember that it's God who supplies our life, breath.
I would give anything to over the intercom to just hear right now.
Kirk Cameron, please pick up your double-sided dildo. Kirk Cameron, please pick up your double-sided dildo.
Oh, my God. I love that Kirk Cameron, like, I would rather hear somebody go, you know, maybe God just gives us these cyclones to deliver us from this fucking cunty real estate developer postmodern hell we're living in. That I would be more on board with that God hates your horrible new postmodern architecture.
It's
and
so
wants it
bad.
sucked into the sea. Start using marble and granite again, you assholes.
Postmodern art sucks.
And the buildings and the glass and the fucking just great socialist-looking misery. Go fuck yourself.
Everything looks like the OCP headquarters now. Everything has
Delta
to
City?
Be,
We're all
yeah,
doing
everything's
Delta City now.
City. Go fucking Jesus Christ, man. Not everything has to be Chinese drywall.
And everything else so that you and I would reach out to him.
And just so you know, I just got off of a Skype call, and I was on there with the Jonas Brothers, and I was on there with other... Stephen Baldwin was with us, Carrie Underwood, and Chuck Norris, and we all prayed.
God, why do all the... And listen, again,
well, Chuck Norris is pretty cool.
I was going to say, Chuck
He's
Norris...
one of the only corny cool guys. You know what I mean? Like, think of Walker, Texas Ranger. That show's garbage, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, because it's Chuck Norris.
But it's just... Has he ever been in anything good? Chuck Norris is like a guy who just barely pays for himself in a sales department at a company, and everyone keeps him because everyone loves the guy. If you ever fired him, it would be a controversy. They'd be like, why did they fire Chuck, man? All the sales were down. Who cares? Who's going to be Santa now every year at our Christmas party?
Well, yeah, but I'll tell you this. Chuck Norris's current wife is very attractive and way younger than him.
Of course, he's Chuck Norris. He's got a couple coins. Dude, you notice he's never had any, like, kid diddling, bullshit-ass issues. Like, the guy probably has quite a few.
Look at that. His wife looks great.
Yeah, and he's
doing good.
He's got quite a few couple of bucks hanging around the old Norris household.
Yeah.
He's not, like, 6 times divorced and some cocaine addict with AIDS. Like, Chuck Norris is doing all right.
Yeah, I would agree. He's one of the few not... Well...
And that motherfucker's still getting Walker, Texas Ranger fucking checks, dog.
So think about that and maybe share that with your kids when they ask why this is happening. Remind them.
Don't give them facts.
And yeah, if I told my kid that, he would be like, Daddy, why is the Christian firefighter telling me to do stuff? I'm just kidding. If I had a kid, he never would have saw that dumb movie. Fucking...
Controller of all things.
The only firefighter movie my kid's going to watch is Backdraft. Period. End of story.
And by the way, guys, check out my new movie coming out, Left Behind 4, Lost in New York. We were originally going to title it Lost in Jew York, but some of the guys own Trinity Broadcasting, oddly enough.
And and also I want to just point out it picks up after Left Behind 3, Rise of the Zionist Machines. That was probably our most controversial one, as we were the first movie to make Jewish robots.
He's the Lord of the wind and the waves, and he is the one who gives us peace, security, and strength in the midst of the storm. And that he uses this to point us to him and to his care for us. God bless you. I'm out of here. I'm leaving Florida. I'm on my way to Arkansas right now.
Of course you are.
What's there?
The Arkansas, the Los Angeles of the East.
Nobody.
Well, no, he's going to Arkansas, but then he's going to Branson, which is the Los Angeles of the East.
Nobody has ever thought that.
Everyone thinks that.
No, they don't. No, I'm going to Arkansas, to hang out. All right, I can't. I just can't. I can't with him anymore.
Kirk Cameron he really does. He does more damage for real Christianity.
Agreed.
And there's actually good Christians out there. I'm not a Christian. I'm not an atheist. I'm like more of an agnostic.
I'm an agnostic. I would say.
I'm theologically curious, but I grew up in the church, so I'm a little about it. But like, I've met some really good people in the Christian church, and Kirk Cameron is not one of them.
No,
he's a fucking shuckster and an asshole.
Well, positive story here. During the hurricane, did you see this Delta pilot flew into the hurricane to get the people out of Puerto Rico back to New York? This is a picture of him flying through the bands of the hurricane. That's the plane, and this is the hurricane.
Now, that's okay.
That is 100%.
But it's badass, but in the same respect, if he couldn't have done it, it wouldn't have been done. Like, those people are always freaked out about flying.
He was the only plane in the sky at the time.
Oh, I get that. I'm just saying, like, you mostly fly over it, and then, yeah, you got to land through it. But, I mean, people don't, they really underestimate how safe planes are and how safe flying is.
It really is. It is very safe. I would agree.
But the guy is still a badass, and I hope somebody got some fucking video. That would be great.
I wish I could find video of out the window of that, but yeah. And by the way, again, we're up and running. I went for a drive today. Most people are okay down here.
Yeah, Florida's
It's not
safe.
St. Martin. There's not machetes. We're not killing each other in the fucking streets.
Florida, the brand new headquarters of Hypocrite.
Oh my! Thank you for reminding me.
Is safe and sound, folks. And as we merge into Revenge of the Cis, Hypocrite,
the union.
Yeah, you know, Hypocrite obviously a subsidiary of our massive corporation. But we're all safe and sound, folks, as we move into the future and we move towards episode 10 and we go to DC. Oh, segue, because we only got a couple minutes left in the show.
Yep,
so
that's right.
We're going to shill this one more time this week. We really need your help to get us to DC. We ordered a lot of equipment. I've pretty much spent all the money that we did crowdfund on equipment, and then I had to spend some of my own money on a hotel room for DC for us to do this. We're going to the Juggalo March on Washington and the mother of all rallies, the Patriot Unification Rally, featuring a bunch of alt-right and alt-light personalities. It's going to be a big deal. We are going to be giving you the goods live the whole time, and then we're also filming a nice, cool little documentary series. And obviously, if you donate, you're going to get the first look at the documentary before we release it publicly. But this is going to be a big deal. It's Merchant Royce Healing America. We're going to go and try to unite both the right-wingers and the juggalos, bring them together and show that we're all Americans and we're all just one big juggalo family.
And something else that I want to make sure that we bring up is our Patreon. Patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. That is, again, the PayPal thing is to get us up to DC. The Patreon thing is to support this show. We want to put out as much content as possible. We want to get cool interviews like you heard today and all the other shows before this. And go from there. Like I said, the more you guys give us, the more we're going to be able to give you. And we'll do our best to do this as often as possible. Again, on the way to DC, we're gonna be filming everything in the car out there. You guys are gonna get a lot of content. Follow Revenge of the Cis on Facebook. Search for it at We're Not Sorry pretty much everywhere except for Twitter.
Yeah, and I didn't actually plug it, so I will plug it. The PayPal.me/Merch Comedy. If you just want to give directly to this trip this week, we do need a little help on that, and it's going to be a big week. It already has been a big week. It will continue to be a big week. Tell your friends to follow us on Facebook. We're Not Sorry, and make sure you're seeing us first in your timeline. Help us get through that algorithm, because we're gonna.
And for the YouTube friends, hates us. And for our YouTube friends, when you subscribe, because we're going to be demonetized for sure, when you subscribe, make sure you hit the little bell next to the subscribe. That way, when we go live, you see us. That way, they can't push us down on the algorithm underneath the Young Turks, which, let's face it, they're Armenian genocide deniers. And as my wife is half Armenian, half of me hate. A quarter of me hates that? I don't know how to do the math. But thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. That was a fun show. We're checking out. Subscribe. We'll be around very soon.